Yes, good evening, good afternoon. We're gonna get an early start. Um, you see the tweet that I used, man. I felt the
Mm,
need to come on and shake it up. Shout out to D Ray in the building, first one in the building. Appreciate you, my guy. But what I'm having been coming to notice, right, as a YTCer, blogger, boxing blogger, whatever you want to call me, right? When it comes to Earl Spence's fans and Earl Spence channels, however you want to look at it, right? They always, it's no accountability. You see what my title says? No accountability. Um, and I want to speak on that. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on, but I'm going to get the point across. Um, when it comes to Spence, right? You see, this is his last tweet from last night or early this morning, however you want to look at it. Shout out to WCS. I see WCS did a piece on it. But we need more of his people. When I say his people, the people that claim to be in with him or are his supporters, because you guys, all you guys do is talk about Bud, but yet y'all don't like him, right? But yet you don't hold Earl Spence accountable for anything. But my piece that I did yesterday, I filed it up this morning. I'm gonna give you a little bit more on top of that, man. It's like Thanksgiving, so it's like you got to get a lot of helpings. Now, like I said, this is one of his last tweets, right? Bud has been all over from ESPN, Akin Barack, Katie. What is her last name? I can't think of her last name, but he's been moving around doing um the circuit interviews, talking. Spence has been tweeting his so-called channels that support him have been doing Bud Diss videos. But yet, this is the last of his tweets. But prior to that, right, uh, he did jump on to go try to go back and forth with Terrence when the fight fell through over the tweets thing. No interviews, no appearances, no sightings, nothing. But now let me put on my journalist hat, man. Let me, let me turn into Sha Saw's Gumbo, Brian Gumbo, right? Remember when Earl Spence tweeted, and I quote, "This nigga stalling," right? Remember that? I could have been for it. I could have been for it in November, right? None of these channels talk about that, right? But yet, I'm on a plain board just talking. I don't know when I'm fighting for real. I was blindsided weeks ago. But yet, you had a date. Remember your tweets? See, what y'all call it, receipts? See, some of us really do this, man. We just, it is like I said, shout out to my team. Sometimes I don't have all the time to really, say get on my journalists, my Shaw Cronkite and all that sauce Cronkite. So I just sit back and I observe and I watch. But when I do want to break down some stuff and expose like how a lot of y'all just on here. You're not reporting. You're not even being biased, but you guys are y'all above fanatics, and you don't hold your boy who y'all claim y'all support accountable on nothing. But this is the same guy that's on record saying, like I said in his tweets, this nigga stalling. I could have been for the November. So why didn't you? Why didn't you? Why didn't you? If you could have been for it in November, and the whole time Terrence was stalling, alleged. But let's move on a little bit more, man. I'll come back to that, right? Like I said, the Spence channels, these guys, they speak on none of this. But yet they get on here, they do 100 Bud Crawford diss videos, right? Don't speak on this. No accountability for this. Let's go to something else, right? Just yesterday, I did my video on this. and I did it in a specific manner, right? I knew the literature of what I was speaking on, but I just wanted to break it down when I said the article that broke in the boxing scene, right? Um, where they say that Earl Spence told his promoter TGB to get special permission for him to fight Keith Thurman. So me being who I am, like I said, when I want to get witty and have fun with this, you see how I did it yesterday. I simplified the source up for y'all, and I asked the people that was in there that was rocking me, that which was a lot of people in there yesterday rocking. It was a dope little segment I did. I said, what does this mean? He asked for permission. He asked for permission to fight somebody that he is on record stating that he would never fight. That he would never fight. So where is the accountability from his supporters at? He's on record saying that he would never fight this man. But yet the article that the boxing scene broke yesterday said that he asked Tom Brown, TGB Promotions, to get permission from the WBA for him to fight Keith Thurman. So I was just waiting for his supporters to speak about this. Because here it is, your leader who is on record, on record for saying, and I quote, take the L out of lover, it's over. But yet, just yesterday, but yet just yesterday, the boxing scene reported that he asked for special permission from his promoter to get a WBA fight with Keith Thurman. Where are the videos at, man? Where are the Spence Riders supporters on this? Mute, 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 mute. But yet this tweet comes up. I'm on a plane bored, just talking. I don't know when I'm fighting. So who's lying now, man? Who's lying, right? Is the boxing scene lying on you? Because they broke that article yesterday, brother. Are they lying on you? Why would they break that article stating that you asked for permission to try to get a fight, but yet you tweet at midnight you're on the plane board, you don't know when you're fighting? Let's dive a little deeper into this now, right? Since these Spence fan channels, they don't do this. They're gonna do Bud Crawford diss videos, holding him accountable for everything. But yet when they peoples tweet stuff like this, that he doesn't know when he's fighting, does that sound like boss talk? Does that sound like somebody that is in communications with their team? Somebody explain to me now. Now I gotta play dumb. For the people that's in here, I got a couple people in here. Somebody let me know, man. Does that sound like I know what's going on? That I'm in uh communications with the people that's putting stuff together for me. Does that sound like that? Does it sound like I'm the boss? Somebody explain to me, man. Cause see, sometimes I get a little confused, man. Cause I'm the guy that they say, "Oh, you don't know nothing. You're a hater. You're this. You're mad." So, well, for the stuff that I just presented to y'all, right? Especially this last tweet right here. Um, I don't know when I'm fighting for real. I was blindsided weeks ago. I have no idea how. You are the boss. You make the calls, right? Just what, maybe a couple weeks ago, you and Terrence had the back and forth on Twitter, and you was talking about the term sheet, the show the term sheet and all that. You sounded like you was on top of your business then. But now, yet you don't know when you're fighting. Not only that, um, Terrence is fighting December, right? When you was, feeling like you had the upper hand, like I stated earlier, you said that you could have fought in November. You had a date. Remember that was the 19th. Remember, I'm fighting the 19th with or without you. Things along that line. What happened with all of that? What happened with all that? Let me get to some of these comments. Let me get to shout out to my man, Mr. Gumble, with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. He's on the plane. Let's that's a good one. Let's highlight Mr. Gumble's super chat before I get to the rest of y'all. Mr. Gumbo says, I'm on a plane. I'm on a plane too. On a plane to Dubai. Dubai. Yes, great super chat. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. Shout out to D Ray in the building. Man, Pop in the building. Pop said the guy can't help himself. He can't, man. And no, you know why he can't help himself? Because the people who claim to be his supporters, his team, his handlers, they don't hold him accountable on nothing. They always say, "Oh, don't worry, we'll clean this up. We'll do some Bud Diss videos." He said, "You've been closer to New Jersey, the Moist Nation." Yes, Papa James Mayweather, Al Mouthpiece. Man, something got to get right, Sauce. Shout out to Ron the Dawn in the building. Appreciate you, Ron. But yeah, man, what is the holdup, man? How doesn't this guy that is a boss, right? He's a boss, right? He is a boss, but yet he doesn't know when he's fighting. He was blindsided. He sounds like a victim, right? Somebody let me know, man. Somebody let me know, man. We all can learn from each other. Does this sound like a victim? Right? Doesn't it sound like a victim, somebody that was victimized, taken advantage of? He said, I don't know when I'm fighting for real. I was blindsided weeks ago. Yeah, he was blindsided, man. Doesn't that sound like victim talk? Come on, man. That sounds like victim talk, right? That's something that a victim would say, right? Look, he sounds like a real victim, right? He says, I was blindsided weeks ago. I'm still trying to figure things out. Laughing emoji. Are you laughing or are you feeling victimized? Which one is it, Earl? Which one is it? You know, which one is it, man? It sounds very victimish. Like you're a victim, man. But yet you are the boss, right? You could have fought in November. I would pull up more of his tweets, but apparently he blocked me. Dude is weird, man. He inboxed me the other day when I pull up to Long Island, let me catch you or something. Some old weird stuff, man. Then he blocks me. Like, dude, like, what's up with you, my guy? Wild King says Spence is a Karen, bro. Yeah, so, man. He just turned into the victim. He went from being the boss, the top shotter, to the victim. He was blindsided. If that doesn't sound like victim talk, man, I was blindsided. That sounds like my daughter, something my daughters will say. They'll come from school or something. I'll be like, yo, what happened? What happened on the bus to Mateo? Oh, he got jumped on. He was blindsided. You know? Javier jumped on him. Man, for real, man. Andrew Charles in the building, Tennessee. Tennessee. Man, that's just it's just unbelievable though, man. It's just unbelievable how he went from being the boss, the shot caller, to sending out the contracts and everything to now being the victim. And then secretly, like I said, look, the boxer voice got him looking real suspect, but nobody's addressing it. Nobody's talking about it. The boxing voice basically made it seem like, yo, you're out here trying to do how my man said it in the five heartbeats, right? You out here trying to do side deals, man. You out here trying to do side deals with Big Red, man. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Kane, you out here trying to do side deals, man. You know? Because the boxing scene, the article that I released yesterday said, you want to Mr. Brown, Tom Brown, and ask on your behalf if he can get special permission for you to fight Keith Thurman. A man that you are on record for saying you would never fight, brother. So it's just a lot of confusion, man. Like me personally covering this, I'm telling you, that's why I take a break, man. I gotta take a break sometimes because I'm like, yo, this can't be what he's talking about, man. You know? Yes, from boss to victim. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. At least I'm not the only one. I see. Sometimes I'll be thinking I'll be bugging, man, because I'm so used to his fans, his supporters, acting like they don't hear none of this or see none of this. So I'd be like, Dad, if I say something, am I hating? Am I mad? Or am I just seeing something that they can't see or they don't want to see? You understand? They don't want to see it. They don't want to see this. They have no idea. But yes, this is one of his last random tweets, man. You know, but I know what they do. They do their videos. Yeah, this was a tweet TikTok joke challenge. Yeah, everything is always a joke, right? Everything is always a TikTok challenge. Everything, right? Everything. So this is the last joke, the newest joke on the market. From boss to victim, you know? From boss to victim, you know? And I just hope everything works out, man, you know? I just hope everything works out, man. You know, they were everything was on bud. Everything was buzz for. But see, at least, like I said, man, for those y'all tapping in here, Bud has been all over doing interviews. He is actually taking the questions. But Earl is just tweeting. He's a victim. He's a victim. Jerk that turkey. Yes, it's gonna be a lot of fried jerk turkeys tomorrow. You know, a lot of people start tomorrow. Definitely Thursday. A lot of football and all that. But yeah, like Bud is out here, man. Why isn't can't none of these so-called Spence channels get him to pull up? Get him to pull up, man. Get a sound bite from him. Other than the we don't want to hear the jokes, man. We want to hear some accountability, man. You know, we're tired of the Bud diss videos, man. It's not helping. It's not. It's this trying to act like Bud is the duck and Budrick. That's not helping. Bud is out here answering questions. He's doing interviews. He's visible. He's not in what? Come on, man. Come on, man. This isn't it, brother. This isn't it, man. And like I said, the brand killers, they're killing you, my God, because they're not helping you. They're not. They don't hold you accountable. Doing Bud diss videos is not helping you. It's not. And now playing the victim, you're still trying to figure things out. How? How are you trying to figure anything out? You're the boss. You're the shot caller. November, with or without him, was the date. But yet you was blindsided. You was blindsided. Yeah, 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 Pew, yeah. Remember that? Remember that? Yeah. Remember that? And I was hating, I was mad. Remember that? Nah. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Andrew said, it's become clear to me over the last few weeks that Spence is kept out the loop and his career moved to so hey, that's what yo, thank you, Andrew, Tennessee. It certainly appears that way, right? But you can't get none of these channels to tell you that. You can't get none of these channels to tell you that, man. He's the head honcho. He calls the shots. They got to do what he says. Man, man, shit, I was running my mouth a lot, man. Had to sip on some of this electrolyte, man. Great for hydration. Yeah, it does. It definitely does sound that way. Man, I feel you, Ron. I feel you on that. Definitely, definitely. But it's just crazy. Like they're gonna do a million Bud Crawford diss videos, man. They're gonna be mad at Bud. Don't support Bud. Bud did this. Bud did that. But yet their boy is all over Twitter again. All over Twitter, right? But yet we don't hold him accountable for none of his tweets, man. And now they just swept that underneath the rug. The article that came out yesterday that he trying to make the side deal to fight Keith Thurman, but then he tweets this. Maybe somebody told him like, yo, man, that article came out, man. Yeah, that article came out that you're trying to fight Keith Thurman. And you see how Keith Thurman is looking. Keith Thurman dropped something today I seen on Twitter. Where he was in the well, no, not Twitter. One thing about me, I give people they credit. Ellie Setback dropped a video. I see it on IG. Yo, Keith was looking ripped. He's looking shredded. Ellie Setback. That's where I see it at. Ellie. He's looking appalled, man, like he's ready to go to war. And that's what training camp is about. For those of y'all that know, this is my 10th. It's about breaking the fighter mentally, physically, getting him ready for war. And Keith definitely looks like he's ready for war. So we just gotta see what unfolds, man. See what unfolds. Ron says Spence used a liar. Yes, that's what it sounded like. Definitely is, man. Definitely is. It's like I say, you know what I say over here? Things that make you go, hmm. That's something that definitely make you go, hmm. Cause yeah, man, he was supposed to be fighting in November with or without Terrence. Y'all remember that, right? And that's when Terrence flipped the script on him and said, all right, whatever is the terms, right? And then that's when the whole transparency thing kicked off, right? And everything fell through. And then they wanted to give my guy Blues Clues the credit for making the deal. But you see more videos about that, right? A little off topic, but I want y'all to catch this sauce, right? These dudes that do more videos, right? Mad at Bud for not doing interviews with Blue. But yeah, he's all over doing interviews. But yet you're not mad at your man. Your man. What interview has he done? What live has he done since all this, since he was blindsided weeks ago? Still trying to figure it out. Who has he spoken to? Oh, he speaks to the guys that come on here and say, oh, I tweeted him, I talked to him, I text him. Man, listen, later for that jive, turkey, jerk, turkey talk, man. Tell the man to come out and address his supporters himself. Do some of the things that they always claim Bud never did. Like I said, Bud has been all over ESPN, Max Kellerman, right? Akim Barack, Katie, what is it? Katie, what's the name? DraftKings, so on and so on. telling his side, but yet we hear, I'm bored. I don't know when I'm fighting. We just get random tweets. And then we get his girlfriend allegedly dropping the TikTok comedy skit video. Do it. That's all we getting from him. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed this source. Lack of accountability on one side, and the other side is standing tall, doing what they have to, doing what they need to, and doing what they want to. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed this source. Zaga! Yaga! You know the vibes. I holla. Close us out, baby girl.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Hey, you guys. A shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast. You guys enjoy it. It's a good one.